And we will start today with just some big circles through the shoulders. So let's just stand up real tall. Good morning, everyone. And give me those big shoulder circles so you are standing up nice and tall. And then just keeping the shoulder blades back and down. We'll start with our big march. We'll bring a knee up. You got it. Nice big march here. We're going to focus in as you're marching today. I really want you to feel your hip flexors. So less about stomach muscles lifting up the leg and a little bit more focus on hip flexor. We're going to go to a single leg repeat with this. You're going to push down on one leg with your hand, and then you're going to try to bring that leg up and down while the hand's pushing it down. So if you stand on one foot, we got a little balance challenge. You bring this other leg and you're trying to bring it up and down. And if you want to hold your chair for this, you can. And it's like I'm trying to resist the lifting of my leg with this hand. I'm pushing it down and I'm trying to lift the leg up. And I'm really feeling my hip flexor engage as I do this. So once you get the hang of it, let's keep going here. I want you to feel like it gets tired. Yeah, reach out for a chair because we are starting right away on one leg and this can be tricky. I definitely feel the hip flexor there. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Stand on this side, bring this leg up, okay, and push down on the knee and try to get the knee up. Good, so the hand and the knee stay together the whole time. I'm never releasing, I'm keeping it under tension the whole time. And you're gonna feel some stomach muscle, but I really want you to find these muscles here. Don't stop. Where are you stopping for? Don't stop, keep going. I see you, Rob. I see you, Rob. Keep going, everybody. All right, that'll do. Let's take it into the back now. So maybe just some big pressing arms, and we kick the glutes, heel up, side to side. Kick yourself in the pants, push your arms back and squeeze out the triceps a little bit. You got it, looking good. Take the biggest side step you can. Take up all the space in your room. Wide legs, big step. Heel up, press back. When we jump today in the workout, we do a mini jump. It can be very bouncy on 2 feet, or you can try single leg. So let's go to that right now. So we can do a little bit of a jog. Okay. There's the boxer fake skipping action. That's always fun to do. Or there's just 2 feet up and down. But basically I want you to bounce your body real loose. Whatever happens, happens. And if you feel like a single leg is okay in that ankle, try one leg. Itty bitty bounce on one leg and try on the other leg. Take your time on it, take your time. Sometimes I get that like crampy feeling happening. Take your time. Can one foot and ankle support you here bouncing is what you're just noticing. All right, we'll let that go. We're gonna take a band and I'm gonna begin with a medium band around the ankle. And we're gonna do a little bit of lateral hip. And if you don't have a band, you are just gonna do some leg lifts to the side, not banded. Okay, play with toes in, heels outward. That's our stance. Take 4 big steps one side, 4 big steps to the other side. Okay, lead with the heel on the step. Lead with the heel. And once you get to 4, boom, head it back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's repeat that. You can bend into the knees, you can sink in more, but stay in the pigeon toe stance. Toes in, heels out, and we're gonna do that one more time, just like that. For 1, 2, and 4, good. Sink into the legs more, lead with the heel. Nice, and then give yourself a moment. Give your hips a moment. We can interlace the hands. Play with the stretch through the fingers and the hands and the big reach over the head. Maybe a little bit of side to side once you're up here. And then bring the hands down, bring the arms down, and do that one more time. Push through the hands and the fingers. Big breath. Lean over. Lean over. All right, now let's just do repeaters. We'll go 20 on each leg. Toe is turned in, heel leads. 1. If you need your chair, 2. For support, go ahead. 4. 5. If you don't need to put the foot all the way down, don't put it all the way down. Sort of just have it in space here. We got 10 more. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nice, 17. I got a bend in my standing leg. And very good. Take a moment, interlace your hands behind the back. Okay, open your chest. Bring your head from side to side. Just give your hips a moment to relax here. And then let's do that on the other side, on your other leg. Make sure the toes in. Soften the knee of the standing leg. We'll begin. 2, 3. Lock your gaze. 5, 6, good. 7. If you can pause that leg up here just for a second. 10 more. 11, 12, 13. Holy moly. 15, 16, falling. 17, 18, 19. Oh, wowzers. Okay. Hello, hips. That'll do. Throw your band aside. Grab some dumbbells that you feel comfortable to do lunges with. We have 8 with a big split, and we have 8 with a small split. Okay, we have an option to add bicep curl to these as well. So biceps are strong. Let's grab some good heavy weight. I'm going to begin today with the right leg in the front. And then we're going to be on the ball of the back foot. The left foot is behind. Set yourself up with a big split between the legs. Okay? Range of motion can be small or big. We'll count out for 8. 2, good. And while you're getting the hang of this, finding your balance, 3, just let the arms hang down. 4, keep your chest up. 5, good. 6, 7, okay, now at 8, bring your back foot in pretty close. It's like a little kickstand. Most of the weight is still on my right leg. Okay, so we have a small split. We do a lunge, and if you want to, add a curl. That's an option. If your weights are too heavy to add the curl, that's okay. Just focus on the legs. 3. It feels a little different here. 4. I want all your focus in your front glute, in that right glute. 5. And we're just going to 8. 6. 7. And there's 8. Very good. We'll let the arms hang down. We'll put the other leg in front. We go left leg forward. Huge split. Get on the toes of that back foot. Chest is up. Arms hang down. Load up that front heel. Drive through it. 1. Okay, so your left leg is loaded. 3. Looking good. 4. Good. 5. Keep your chest up. 6. Feel that it's an up-down action. 7. 8. Now our back foot steps in. Kickstand. Close stance. You drop and curl if you want. Drop. But when you drop, I don't want to see the chest drop down. Right? I want your chest up like this. 4. Good. Really feel the left glute. 5. 6, take your time, don't go too fast. 7, and one more. We did it, wicked. Put it down. Okay, here's where we play with our high row and then rotator cuff action, and you might want to start really light. Just make sure everything feels good in this first set. So we hinge over with a long spine, no hunchback. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Your elbows land here in that scarecrow position. Rotate one hand, really doesn't matter which one. Bring it down and then bring down both arms to straight. High row and then rotate the other hand. You got it. This is what we look like for 12. Elbows up, alternate, rotating one hand, dropping the arms. Elbows high, rotate the other hand. That is rep 4. Let's go to 12 reps with this. Keep alternating the rotation. 5. Big high row. 6. You got it. Listen to these shoulders. Play with that range of motion. 7. Limit it if you need to. 8. I really want you to feel the back of your shoulder. 9. That's 10. We go one more on each side. Looks good, everybody. And high row, rotation, bring it down, and stand up. Very good. Okay, our next exercise is a dumbbell complex. We only do 6 rounds of it. It's 2 calf raises, it's 2 squats, and it's 2 bent over back rows. So what weight do you want to hold to challenge calves, legs, and back? I encourage you to go heavy. These are solid moves. We'll do 2 of each for 6 rounds. Okay, we begin here. Nice big weights, maybe. Calf raise number 1, calf raise 2, and now squat for 1, 2. Now hinge over, pull your elbows back for 1 and 2. Stand up tall, start at the calves. 1, 2. Squat for 2. Hinge, focus on the middle of your back as you row for 2. All right, back to calves. 1, 2, and squat. 1, push your hips through at the top. Hinge over, pull your elbows behind you. 1. Okay, that's 3 rounds. Keep going. Calves. Glutes, legs. 1, 2. Your back and more bicep here. 2, 4 rounds. Stand up tall. 1, 2. Squat. You know what you're doing. Hinge over. Back row. 1, 2. Very good. And last time, calf raises. Stand tall. Keep your chest up on your squat. 2, and squeeze your back for 1 and 2. Whoa, okay, we'll put that down. Give yourself a moment if you need to take a little stretch. Okay, if you need that heart rate to come down, give it a moment. Okay, back to a small muscle. We're gonna play into the medial shoulder, medial delt, and we're gonna do the holding. We've done this guy before. It's a holding lateral raise, and then we do a jump. So what can you lateral raise for 20 reps? And the arms are always in the up position. We are always holding. Okay, and if your shoulders are finicky, have the dumbbells more in front of the body. Play with where your thumb sits, whether it's tilted down or up. Find a position here where you feel good in your shoulders. Let's get up. One arm comes down, the other one comes down, but you're always holding. For 3, you got it. And 4. And 5, looks good. 6, couldn't really think about the elbows. 7, leading elbows. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you got pain in the neck, tension in the neck, bring your chin up. 15, 16, 17, nice, 18, 19, keep the arms up nice and high, and we did 20 of those. Bring it down. All right, so just like in the warm-up, when we had a bit of a bounce happening with the body, it can be 2 feet. You can fake skip. Let's get the ankles ready for this. Okay, you can do whatever you want to do here. If you're okay with a single leg, I'm gonna hop 20 times on my left foot and 20 times on my right foot. Join me if you wish. Left foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. And to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And there you go. Very good. It's good for your ankles. Support your body weight. And jump like that. Okay, that's our circuit. Let's start from the top, everyone. We have lunges. I'm gonna actually push my bicep curls today because I know they're strong. We only have 8 bicep curls on each leg, so let's lift some weight. Let's go left leg in the front, right leg way back, ball of the foot if possible. Huge split, huge. Just up. Drop. 1. If that back knee can tap the ground, if you've got that mobility to get down there, let's do it. 3, 4. Then really straighten the leg out in the front, 5 at the top. 6, 7, 8. Back foot. Kickstand position. Feels different. Drop and curl if you want to. 1. For 8, 2, chest up, don't go too fast. 3, take your time. Feel the glute. 4, and then feel your biceps. 5, 6, 7, nice job. We did it. There's 8. All right, other side. The right leg out in the front, huge split. Let's not put these weights down, let's go right into it. Set your shoulders. What's your range of motion? Can the back knee lightly tap? Drive out. 1. Squeeze that front thigh. 2, 3, 4. See, you're getting some cardio here. 5, 6, 7, and then 1 more. 8, back foot, kickstand it, drop, curl. It's a little bit tricky, this close stance. You're a little bit crunched up. 2, you do want to lean forward, but I want you to try to stay up tall. 3, resist that. 4, almost there. 5, 6, and you got 2 more. 7, and we did it. 8, awesome. Okay, let's put that down. Take a little breather, maybe get a sip of water. If you got some water. And moving on to small weights for our rotation. Our high row plus rotation. Alternating arms. Who's ready? Get these shoulder blades set up. Get your feet hip width. Hinge over with your long spine. Pull the elbows to here. It's at the side of the body or your wrists under your elbows. Rotate one hand. Bring it all down. Big pull. Rotate the other hand. 2. You got it. A few of you started late there. I'll go nice and slow. You can catch up. 3. Elbows. Rotation. 4. Once you know what you're doing, maybe tuck the chin in a little bit. 5. So the back of the neck feels like it's in line with your spine. 6. And then just keep the elbows right out to the side of the body. 7, 8. Yeah, I do not feel like I need to go much heavier than what I'm doing right now. 9. It's effective. My 3-pound dumbbells are effective. 10. Let's go 2 more. Rotate. 11, and the last one. Okay, nice job. Back to a heavier weight, a higher heart rate movement. We have 2 calf raises, 2 squats, and 2 back rows. And if you feel like you want to go heavier than your first round, don't hesitate, do it. Okay, once you've got your weight, set your shoulders, your posture, tuck in your chin. And let's go 2 calf raises for 1 and 2. 2 big squats, stand all the way up. 1, push out through the hips. 2, hinge over and squeeze your back. 1, 2, stand tall. Calves. As low as you can in your squats with a hip push through at the top. Hinge. Squeeze your back muscles twice. Okay, stand up. Calves. Drop it down. Hinge it over, tailbone up. 1, 2, stand tall. That was 3 rounds. Calves. Glutes. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, 4 rounds. Stand tall. 1, 2, squat. 1, 2, good. Hinge. 1, 2, that's 5 rounds. Last time, everybody. Big calf raise. Deep squat. And flex your back. Find the muscles here. 1 and 2, stand up. Very good. Okay, that's a big mover. Nice heart rate. We go back to a small exercise or a small muscle group. You'll bring the heart rate down a little bit with this one. It's like a little active recovery. It's this position. Let's get into holding. I want you to play around with where it is and where your thumbs are and what feels best. And now we begin. 1 arm and the other arm. 3, you got it. Step your feet nice and close together for balance. 4, or stand on 1 foot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we get to 12, which is right here, switch feet if you went to 1 foot. 13, 14, 15, lock your gaze. 17, nice job. 18, let's lift the elbows up more. Let's lift them up. 20, very good. And a little bit of jumping. So if you are doing the 1 foot, I want you to look down at the foot, and when we do it, I want you to try to jump in a cross formation. Meaning I go forward and back and side to side. I'm going to count out 5 rounds of a cross formation on 1 foot and then the other foot. If you're doing this on both, or this, you just keep going. If you're doing a 1 foot hop and not making a cross formation, when I say switch, you switch. All right, so let's begin 2 feet. Get your body kind of used to this bounciness. Everybody's with me. We're bouncing on 2 feet, 2 feet. Now let's begin on the left foot if you're doing a cross formation with me. So my left foot's gonna go front, back, side, side. Front, back, side, side. Front, back, side, side. Front, back. And again. And switch to the other foot. Give it a moment, give it a moment. And we'll go front, back, side, side. Back, side, side, back. And again. And you're done. Nice work, and then walk it out, okay? That's our circuit. Nice job. Nice job, everybody. Let's hit the mat. I want to make time for triceps and low back and more core. So everything else has been targeted, standing. Gotten a good heart rate. And we're gonna find the mat for a heart-to-heart push-up, a plank with an optional banded ankle. So bring your band, a low back, and if there's time, we'll do a sit-up. All right, so as we come down here on the mat, I wanna make sure that the chest and the triceps get a little bit of targeting. So my heart-to-heart looks like this. The index finger and the thumbs touch. You make a little upside down heart with your hands. You look at your shoulders and you try to get them in line with your wrists, okay? My elbows do pop out to the side, but they're also hugging in slightly and pointing back. I want you to think about, if this is very hard, maybe a very small range of motion with a tight, tight belly. So I'm trying to keep the body straight. When you're ready to get started, begin and count yourself to anywhere from 8 to 12, okay? Look a little bit forward, keep your abs tight, and lock out your arm at the top of the movement. If you've got the full range of motion and the chest touches the knuckles, then do it. Do that full range of motion. Lock out at the top, big exhale, keep going. I want to see how people look here. Keep counting. Take a child's pose when you've finished your set. Roll out your wrists when you've finished your set. That looks good, Wendy, on the wall. You can do these inclined, of course, against the wall. Of course, that's awesome, Debbie. Your chest is right over your hands. It's so hard to stay honest with that one because they're hard. They're really difficult. So when you're recovering, you're just going to give everything a moment here and stretch. We'll go right to the second set, and then anyone that is standing up can join us on the mat for planking. Okay, so maybe give yourself a little stretch in the back of the shoulder. I want to make sure that you recover for 30 seconds to a minute before you try to do that again, because it's hard. And then when you're ready, Judy's already on it. Set it up. Look forward. Squeeze your stomach muscles. And get those elbows in the right spot. They're out to the side, but they're also hugging in ever so slightly. Okay, that lockout at the top, hold it. And mind muscle connect with your triceps. Awesome, you guys. Exhale. Shh, as you push away from the floor. Big exhale. 8, 9. If you get to 10 and you think you got a few more, let's do it. Let's burn it right out. Whoa. All right, and then you can give yourself a moment, you give yourself a stretch again, and for anyone that's upstanding, let's come on down to the mat now for plank. And if you have a band and you want to try this lateral step out in plank, banded, then go right ahead and get that band around your ankles. I'm using my medium band. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. It's the Goldilocks of bands. So for plank position, we want the elbows directly under the shoulders. Let's just wait till I see everybody, mostly everybody ready. Give yourself a little stretch here in Sphinx. Okay, if you're banded, let's make sure it's not all wrinkled up. It's nicely around the ankles. Okay, so we lift into plank, and you can be in plank from your knees or your toes, and nobody has to do the stepping action, okay? You can just hold here. If you're okay to step action, take your left foot, step it off the side of the mat, tap the floor, 1. Take the right foot, step it off, 2, 3, 4, yep, just keep alternating, 5, and keep your body straight, 6. Try not to poke your tailbone up. 7, or drop it down. 8, we're gonna go to 20, 9, 10, 11, and if it's just too much in the hips, 12, you just hold the plank. If you need to take your knees down, you do it. This is 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Bring your hips down. Wowzers. We're gonna do a set of low back extension. You can keep the band around the ankles. It activates the glutes just a little bit more here. We're going to do lower back. First, we will lift the chest, and then we will just lift the legs. So it looks like this. I got my chin on my stacked hands. We breathe in, and we come up with the chest and the arms. And then when you come down, stay down, but see if you can pick up your legs and kind of pull the band apart. And then bring the legs down. And let's just keep switching. Upper body, come down. Lower body, 4. Upper body, lower body, 6. Upper, 8. Let's go to 20. Oh, I like this one. 10. So just your chest and arms. Now just your legs. 12. You should really feel the low back. 14. 16. And this is important work. 18. Oftentimes people do not leave enough time for the lower back. There's 20. All right, let's peel off and let's round out again one more time. So we will do that again. We'll plank and march, or side step, and we'll lower back. We might have time for a few sit-ups. Okay, I'm gonna try some roll-ups when we finish. If I lose you, you can do those on your own. And then of course you'll stretch. Let's come back to plank, elbows underneath the shoulders. Okay, decide how you wanna plank today. Everybody up, nice straight line. If you're side stepping, let's go left foot taps. Then the right foot goes to the side, 2. Watch your neck here, maybe look a little bit forward, 4, 6. Big step to the side, 8. Kick in the hips, 10 more. Breathe, stay honest, stay straight. Keep your form. Oh man. The bigger you step, the harder it is. 1 more on each side. Wow. Come on down. That's a struggle. Okay, now the low back. We stack our hands. When you're ready, just your upper body lift. Come down, and now just the legs. Pull them apart a little. 2. And 4. 6. Feel the low back every time you lift up. 8. Make the connection. 10 more. I really feel the low back when the chest comes up, and I really feel the glutes when the legs come up. 14. We're almost there. 16. You guys did awesome today. 18, as always. And last time. Wow. Okay. We'll come up, we'll peel off, and we'll swing our legs around. That roll-up sit-up is a full sit-up. If you have any concerns, do a little crunch instead. If you want to use your elbows so that your legs don't come off the ground, we can use the elbows to assist. So this is this interesting little sit-up where you're reaching the arms forward, you're exhaling, and you're trying to sit all the way off the ground with control, and maybe even take it into a little bit of a hamstring stretch at the top. And then you roll back down. I love finishing with this exercise. Okay, if the legs have to lift up, use an elbow to assist you here. Take your little stretch. And then when you come up again, use the other elbow. Okay, so you keep it balanced. I'm gonna count us out to 10. And then if you wanna do this twice, you can. I'm at 4. Just listen to the low back. Make sure the low back's okay. And then be sure to finish up with a full body stretch after. Keep exhaling on the up. for 6. And let's do 4 more. You can reach those arms forward. 7. And I'm really hugging that belly button into the spine. 8. And I'm doing that same action even on the way down. So just keeping your belly very engaged. 9. And then 1 more. Oh my goodness. Great work today. Full body. Every single muscle covered. I'm gonna get us set up here in our wide angle. Legs out, chest up tall. If you need to support on the hands, go ahead. If you're okay to come forward, let's relax here. Take a breath. Be sure to stretch any other areas of the body that feel tight. And have an awesome day, everyone. Thank you for joining me.